But the fans, they wanted him to get him out of there, didn't they? So boxing is like jazz, yeah? The better
jazz,
it is, yeah. The better it is, the less people appreciate it.
Listen, yeah, Toys and Furies, back again. Going guns. It's like when you're swimming in the sea, in the ocean, Baz. Yeah. You swim in the ocean. You swim, and suddenly you get caught in a current, and you're like, and then it causes you to swim to shore because you think, actually, if I go any further, that's it. There's a fitness issue there, or you just freaked me out there. You were probably like staring at the camera. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Bloodlust Boxing. I'm Sav.
And I'm Baz.
And today's episode, Ben Whittaker, is he all bark but no bite? But before we get into it, Baz, it's been a while since we've had a sit down, hasn't it?
We have, man.
I mean,
you've been off, I've been off.
you had a little bug.
Yeah.
I mean, you do look lighter now.
Miles lighter. I've gone from heavyweight to light heavy now.
Yeah, not through choice, but it looks good. It looks good. And I've been out acting as well. And I watched the episode last week with you and Eric, and I have to say I disagree. I think Daniel Dubois. I agree with the guys in the comments. Yeah.
Go on.
I let you guys go rogue. You said Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua wouldn't sell him Wembley. Of course, it's gonna sell him Wembley.
Oh, of course it is, bruv.
It is.
Who told you otherwise?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's gonna be a stacked card. They're gonna fill it up with loads of good fights and two British fighters. Who's not gonna want to see that? But yeah, I get where you guys were coming from.
I don't know what you're talking about. I said that from the start. It was gonna sell.
Nah, the guys in the comments, I fully agreed with them. I was like, guys, who are these guys?
They're punching out some good facts as well. I rate that.
But no, I get where you're coming from. Daniel Dubois is not the best speaker. So,
he isn't. That's the point we're trying to get across.
He has grown on me. I think he's getting better at it, and he's got his own little style of it now.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like it's so bad it's good kind of thing. But
everyone loves a bit of cheese.
But anyway, back to why we're here. Ben Whittaker, he fought last week. Yeah, it was a mixed bag, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He fought Ezra Erinyaker. Hopefully I said that correctly. In what was, it went to points. I don't think there was any sort of confusion as to who the winner was.
Nah.
There was a couple of question points with regards to Ben Whittaker's power, which we were talking about afterwards. So, like Baz, I mean, let's get into it. What, like, is there a power issue there?
Listen, he's coming.
Listen. Yeah, Toys and Furies, back again. Going guns.
This is Big John Fury. Oh, I thought it was Steve Bunce.
You know what? In every single podcast I'm seeing now, it's like I'm hearing everyone say it. I saw Eddie Earn the other week. It's like, listen. It's just catchy. Go on, listen. I'm listening. Go for it.
Ben Whittaker. He comes from an Olympic background. It's a point-scoring game. There's not really many knockouts that happen. Yeah, he won a silver medal in the men's light heavyweight competition in Tokyo 2020, and that sort of training doesn't leave you very quickly. In my head, he's just going for the points victories at the moment. He said he went for the knockout. I don't believe it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think he lacks the power. I just think he's just not sitting down in his punches at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like when we were talking about it, I was thinking about it because, like, you can see when he hits the other fighters, it buzzes them.
Yeah. But he doesn't follow through.
Yeah, he's throwing in the ones, like he's throwing those ones, 1, 1, 1, 2. He's not throwing 1, 2, 3, 4 shots, is he, in one go?
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, well, why? Like, normally when someone's not doing that, there's a fitness issue there, or you just freaked me out there. You were proper like staring at the camera. Yeah, but yeah, normally there's like a fitness issue there.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's it, because to do what he does, like, and you said it as well, to move in and out, you know, the bobbing, the weaving, like he moves around a lot. So
yeah.
The press conferences keyed him off because he's really firing at all cylinders. We're right to the end of the round.
To do that, you have to be pretty fit. So then I was like, so why is he not throwing those 2s and 3s and 4s? And like, I think maybe it goes back to like the Leon Willings. Hopefully I've said that right. Leon Willings fights, the fight before Ezra. There was a point where he looked like he wanted to take him out, and he stepped on the gas
a little bit.
He stepped on the gas a bit.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it, and it was almost like he got scared. He didn't get scared, but it's like when you're swimming in the sea, in the ocean, Baz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swim in the ocean. You swim, and suddenly you get caught in a current, and you're like. And then it causes you to swim to shore, because you think, actually, if I go any further, that's it.
I'm drowning.
Like, I'm drowning. Exactly. And like, I think he just, there's that little bit of a fear factor, because once if he can't get the person out, then it makes his game a lot harder. Like the bobbing and weaving in and out, it makes it twice as hard to do all of that. And we saw when he fought in that fight with Leon, that he was getting caught a lot more, wasn't he?
He was.
And
even in this fight, he was. Listen, I'm not even doing it on purpose now.
Carry on, yeah.
He leaves himself open sometimes, and I know he does a lot of it for showboating.
That's his game, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But he was getting clocked, so
he does well to disguise it, doesn't he? It's like when he gets hit, it's like he almost styles it out. It's like, I'm meant to get hit in the face. So, but
the people, the fans, they wanted him to get him out of there, didn't they, sir?
Yeah, and I think in the last round he did start to step on the gas a bit.
And he wobbled him towards the end, didn't he?
Wobbled him. He just did it too late. So the problem is, the longer that happens, you're giving your opponent a chance to get back into the fight, aren't you? Because he could have thrown, like, all it takes is one punch, and then you're in trouble.
The thing is, at the end of the day, he wants to make a show of it, and that's all well and good, but the other fighters who've made shows of it, your Naseem Hamed's, your Emanuel Augustus's, they close the show, so they generally close the show, and then if you can't close the show, then.
But that's what the people come for. They come for knockouts, don't they? Yeah. So the longer this goes on, it may become a bit of an issue. I think he'll sort it out. He's a smart guy. He will.
He probably will. He's only 8 fights in.
And that's the thing. And he got that Leon Willings into his camp. So and they did a bit of sparring after that fight.
Oh, was it?
He got him in. So
okay,
he's shown that he wants to learn and see where he's going wrong and try new things out. So I think he was getting caught less in this fight than he definitely was in that fight beforehand. As you said, he's 8-0. He's still learning. Any other fighter who was 8-0, you wouldn't be putting that much pressure on him.
Nah, this is it. But because he comes from that Olympic background, that's why I would do it. It's like AJ. Like when AJ come through, even his first couple of fights, everyone was expecting big things because.
Yeah. But I think the problem here as well is because he's got that hype around him now, and he's doing all the flair, and it's kind of, you got your camp who sort of hate him, and you got your camp who love him. Like what camp are you in, Baz? Like, do you like it?
I like him, man. I like him. I think he's good for the sport, because even if he was not humble after the fights, then you could say I don't. Yeah, that put me off. But no, I like his. Someone needs to have a little bit of flair in the ring, and I think he's the man to do it.
Well, we're looking for that next guy, aren't we? After the AJs are gone, after the Tyson Furies are gone, we're looking for that next British star. Who's it going to be? And
this is it.
He's the obvious choice, isn't he? Really?
He is. And just to name a few other British light heavyweights at the moment, who could be good competitors for him. You've got Craig Richards, disappointing loss the other day. Got Naseem in a draw the other day, which again could have done better. Lyndon Arthur, Willie Hutchinson. These are people that he could probably potentially be put in with. Yeah,
exactly. And actually, you talk about next fight, and actually, but before I get onto that, the other thing I was thinking as well is he's 6'3", isn't he, Ben Whittaker?
Yeah.
He doesn't look it, but but he is quite tall, and there could be a fact that he's struggling to make the weight, and maybe once if he does step up in weight, then he'll get a bit more power in there as well. So that's another school of thought there. Yeah, we were talking about next opponents, and like Dan Aziz. Like, do you think that could be is that way too early? Like, is that disrespectful to Dan Aziz? Is that a good fight for both? Right.
I mean, Dan's fight the other day, I feel like he wasn't really there. Like, he wasn't really feeling the fight.
No.
I think he overlooked this guy, Avoid Sep. Sep was there to win. Plus, Dan's been coming off the loss to Buatsi as well. That's probably playing in the back of his mind a little bit.
Yeah. We didn't even know he was on the card, did we?
Nah.
I think I saw it once somewhere, and then it went out of my mind. There was no promotion around him really. It felt like again with that, I was thinking afterwards, like maybe he wasn't 100% fit. Maybe they weren't sure he was going to make the fight, so they didn't really push it out there because there was no promo around Dan Aziz.
Nah, there's nothing.
Been on that card at all. So maybe there's one they thought might fall off. We believe he was in the US training for that fight with Buddy McGirt. We believe he's been in the US training, so he was like, you'd think he was taking it seriously if he was basing himself out in the US, but for whatever reason it just didn't happen, did it? It didn't come, and it didn't work out. So I mean, like that fight with Ben Whittaker might make sense for both fighters. If you're Dan Aziz, if you got offered that fight by boxer, you'd probably be thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna be the guy that makes
shows him up.
Well, not shows him up, but Ben Whittaker, makes his name off properly and moves up. Is that it? And then, it probably shows that if box offered that maybe they feel like Dan Aziz is on the way out. But on the flip side, if you took it in a positive way, you'd think, well, actually, let me show them, but I'm still here, still got it. And then go after Ben Whittaker. And then if you're Ben Whittaker, you're probably thinking, well, hang on, this is a little bit early for me. But
after seeing Dan's last performance, he might think
it's a good timing, really.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good fight. Possibly next for both. I think if he wants to map it out himself, Ben Whittaker or the people around him, look at what Josh Kelly's done and try and sort of mirror that a little bit, because and avoid obviously the pitfalls of maybe like a David Avanesian. So that's just something I was thinking about, Baz. It's just like
listen, Sav, but boxing is like jazz. The better it is, the better it is, the less people appreciate it. All right. So this is the same. I feel like applies to Ben Whittaker. He can do as much as he showboating, the skills and all that, and the more people want, it's tough to deliver. But
look, look, he's obviously got people talking. I saw somewhere, I think Adi Depot was saying it. He's gotten from like 1 million Instagram followers, which was big anyway. Like it jumped up to 1 million, and then now it's like doubled to 2 million. So he's obviously doing something right. He's getting the followers, he's getting the likes, he's got people talking, he's got the big entrances, he's got is it the manga stuff or Goku? Like I don't know that kind of stuff, but he's got his cult following, so he's definitely got people talking. And look, I like it. I like it. I appreciate the skills. I just want him to get those finishes at the end of it, but he's got time. It's a final vote. Do you love him or do you hate him? I like him as a fighter. Like, you know, we won't be sharing a McDonald's together or anything like that. But he's
Marmite. Love it or hate it, son.
it's definitely on the like side. Yeah, I love it. I would definitely watch him again. I'm not in the haters camp, that's for sure. So nice. Like keep doing what you're doing. What about yourself? Yeah,
like you said, really, he needs to just keep going. Maybe start sitting down his punches a bit more, and the knockouts will come. Yeah,
and I've got a feeling there's probably been talks to try and get him onto one of those Saudi cards in the background. Because
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think Ben Shalom met with Turki Al-Sheikh in the US a little while back, and I reckon he would have been one of the big talking points on there, along with one or two other fighters. So
imagine if he gets put on there and they don't even let Ben come along for the ride.
Oh,
emotional, damn it!
No, I don't think they'll do him like that. I think we'll see him probably on one of those cards soon as well. So, but anyway, great catching up, Baz. We're gonna start pumping out the videos in the next couple of weeks. I know we've been saying that and promising that for a while, but we're definitely going to try and start ramping it up a bit more. Try and do a few specials as well. See if, and then we'll get your feedback on it. Yeah. We'll do less talking now, more action. But thanks for sticking with us, staying faithful and watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. And as I said, massive thanks to all our subscribers. Thank you.
Peace.